June 12th, 2022, continuing in Hilkhot Sedaqah. We're up to part 23. We're in Hilkhot Matanot Aniyim of Rambam, Perik Asiri, Halakha Tet. So, last time we left off, we started discussing the 8 levels of Sedaqah as per Rambam, and going from highest to lowest. We talked about the first 2 levels. Level number 1, where you actually help out the person financially in a business sense, whether you go into a partnership with him, or you help, or you give him a job, or you help him obtain a job, or something along those lines. That way he could earn his keep on his own without embarrassing himself or anybody else. That's the greatest of all levels. And then we talked about the second level, that you would give to the ani. You don't know who you're giving to, and the ani himself doesn't know who he's receiving from. So those are levels 1 and 2. Now we continue halakha tet, halakha number 9, and we see the next levels. פחות מזה, שידע הנותן למי ייתן, ולא ידע העני ממי לקח. So lower than this, the person knows to who he is giving, and the ani does not know from whom he is receiving or taking. כגון גדולי החכמים שהיו הולכים בסתר ומשליכים המעות בפתחי העניים, like the great hachamim that used to go secretly and used to throw money at the doorways of the poor people. וכזה ראוי לעשות, and this is something worthy to do. ומעלה טובה, and it has a great level to it. אם אין הממונים בסדקה נוהגים כשורה. And it's good to do it this way if the people that are in charge of giving the Sedaqah, in other words, the Sedaqah agents, people that you give to the Aniyim, those middlemen, are not conducting their work properly. Yod, pahot mizeh, lower than this, שידע העני ממין עטל, ולא ידע הנותן, that the Ani knows who he's taking from, but the giver does not know who he's giving to. כגון גדולי החכמים שהיו סוררים המעות בסתיניהם ומפשילים לאחריהם ובאים העניים ונוטלים כדי שלא יהיה להם בושה. This was the manner of other hachamim, that they used to put money into a sheet, throw that sheet, sling it over their shoulder, and they'd be walking, and the money was there for all to see. Anybody who wanted would approach the back of this person and stick his hand in and take what he wanted. Thereby, nobody's getting embarrassed. The person walking never sees the person that's taking, and the person taking, knows of the person that's there. He may know him personally, may not, but he's not getting embarrassed because he is not being seen as he takes. Halakha Yud Aleph. The next level, pahut mizeh, lower than this, sheiten la'ani biyado kodim sheish'al, that you give to the ani in his hand before he asks. You sense that he's going to ask. You sense that he needs, and you just come up to him and you give him. Yod bet, lower than this, pahut mizeh, sheiten lo kara'ui liten lo ahar sheish'al, that you give him what is worthy to give him after he asks. Yod Gimel, the next level, pahot mizeh, lower than this, sheiten lo pahot min haraui b'ser panim yafot, that you give him less than what he really needs, but at least you give it to him with a smile, with a good countenance, you make him walk away with a good feeling. And finally, the lowest level, Yod Dalet, pahot mizeh, sheiten lo be'asev, you give it to him, but you're sad about giving, and he senses that you're sad about it as well. הלכה ט"ו, גדולי החכמים היו נותנים פירוטה לעני קודם כל תפילה ואחר כך מתפללים, שנאמר אני בסדק אחזה פניך. The greatest of the hachamim would give a piruta, a small amount of money, to an ani, to a poor person, before prayers, before shahri, before minha, before arbit, and then they would pray. Now, we know nowadays many people do not give before arbit. That's based upon Kabbalah. But obviously, if an ani approaches you, you never turn him away, and you have to give the money even if it's before arbit. But before Shahri, before Minha, we still see it today. People walk up to the Kuppah and they put money in the Kuppah. And Shahri, usually during Barak David, Minha, either before Minha starts or during Ketoret or during Ashrei, you give Minha before, you give Sedaqah rather, before you say the Amidah, both in Shahrit and Minha. And according to Rambam, it would be Arbit as well. According to the Mekubalim, it's not Arbit. Unless, of course, an Ani walks up to you and needs the money, you have to give it to him. As the Pasuk says, Ani besedek ehazeh fanecha. Borei Olam, based upon this Pasuk in Tehillim, I will see and accept you when I see you in Sedek. Sedek in righteousness, Sedek and Sedaqah come from the same root, as we said in the early class, that in the introduction, that Sedaqah is a certain righteousness, it's an obligation. Have a wonderful day.